to the FDP. Yeah, ma'am,
Yes.
before brief introduction about you, ma'am. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, Dr. Anupama
Okay.
to be University, Kerala. She did PhD from Cochin University of Science from University of Constance, Germany. Did a Master of from Anna University. She gave several guest lectures in School of Engineering, Cochin University, and Adi Shankara development experience also, which will give us a strong point. She worked of departmental website and updates at University of Constance. She received several awards like one on students evaluation, etc., which implies as how effectively you are students, how easily you are solving the problems for the students and that. So we are extremely happy to have you in this. We welcome to our faculty development program. Thank you so much.
Dr. Sunil, Professor Dr. Kiran for inviting me, and also Professor Dr. Rao and the people I know who is coordinating this. And good evening. So it's just 4 o'clock, time for tea. Enjoy our evening tea with a small. So let's see, let me share my slides. I hope all of you are doing well, being healthy. So let me share my video. Visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, fine. So, okay. Oh. That's what I said. We'll just have a small introduction. I'm not taking much of your time. It's just a discussion about text mining or text analysis. We can call it. It's like so many words. And it's intersecting here. It's like a shop, as they say, like based on machine learning. So you can see that statistics, data mining, databases, library information services. Okay. So let's take some time for. I want to give a lot of introduction to these things. About in our daily life, we are using this all. Take the next slide. One minute. Is not able to move to the next screen.
That will be better. This is interesting.
Screen. Okay. Oh, okay.
Right.
Let me check.
Yes.
Is it okay now? Okay, fine. So explaining. So this text analysis or text mining that comes in the middle of all these databases, library, information retrieval, the mining. So it's intersecting. So you can't differentiate. It's a text. But in our daily life, we are today basis all these applications, all these areas. So I know you're well familiar. It's Google Translate from one language to another language. For many languages, it's applicable. Even you have the OS. The OS is also possible. It's very, very convenient because in India, you know, like it's rich with languages. I'm from Kerala and you're from Andhra. So like if I want to, if we don't know English, then we need to surely depend upon this kind of applications. When you write for the journal papers and all those, whatever the report or students, if you're making a simple correction softwares, for example, Grammarly, which gives a nice handy tool for typing our English or whatever the language. Chatbots for most of the websites. If you go for do an online booking or take an online appointment for the doctor, they're using the chatbots. Most of the companies for the placement, like when they are now, so a robotic interview. It's developing, and every day we use Siri or Alexa. We wake up and just what's our schedule? What's my schedule today? So like just asking. The Alexa is a part of like our best friends. All our emails, which is getting categorized like send mails, inbox, spam, trash. It's getting and like unwanted mails and all. Doing all these things. Applications, tools, and the programs and the softwares. The topic today we are going to discuss is the text mining. And according to the Oxford, the examining large collection of written resources. That means text, something which is written, in order to generate a new information or like to discover in text by transforming the text into data for analysis. And I will show you previous discussions. I understood that you people are like really enjoying the tools. So I'll first start with a tool before going to R. I know the programming language. But the tools are really easy for our visualization and convenience. Without writing any code, you can do all these manipulations in text. Let me take you to a tool first. Before that, I'll just discuss text analytics itself. You can term the terms like text analysis or text analytics, text mining. It's all like in the is like text analytics means is something more into the pattern recognition or trends you can see and that kind of take it as the similar thing. Use cases are everywhere, I would say, like manufacturers, government sector, you can use to identify the fraud. That's really, really important. And this manufacturers identify the trends in market. Trends in market, absolutely. The business, we need to interact with the customers. Especially from the social media, it's just like a digitalized Meta, they're coming with the emojis. If I purchase a product, I just put it in the social media and say, it's awesome or it's not good. So whatever we need to analyze those. Data mining, the difference between text analytics or data mining is like a data. Of course, again for the fraudulence, for the retail and the legal, healthcare. Healthcare, I have seen like yesterday or day before yesterday, person was telling about a lot of breast cancer and all those things. This comes under the application area healthcare. Of course, telecom. Even recommending appropriate research material, that's important for us, for the academic persons. Insurance. Fraudulent claims are coming in insurance area. So it's very useful for. These are the use cases. I promised I will show you for easy analysis. Okay. Okay. So that two infra-nodes. This is a German software. Like I'll show you some things like any text-based data as a network graph to generate insight and reveal hidden patterns. That is what I want. We want reveal the need of the customer, need of the student in the education, or whatever is like who is a from this. Add a new graph to visualize your ideas, analyze any. You can mind mapping, you can do SEOs and etc. So I'm just going to take this tab. So this is exploring the context around any. So I'm just taking this one. It's a little slow. Okay, it's fine, working fine. So here I can give the topic. I'm typing text mining in Googling. I'm just Googling this, Google, nothing else, just Google. I'm just Googling text mining here. So see what have the text mining and go. So what is the result of the Google? So I just going to visualize that one using this tool. Just wait a moment. Yeah, you got the visualize. Single code, you can just visualize it. Like here you can see this as the nodes. And important terms. And these connections you can see here. So if I'm clicking on the time, this, okay. So if I want this, if I'm going to do this, I don't want this analysis, I'm just deleting this time. So that's discover difference, approach, information, and all that color coding stuffs. And see here, one example article where these three terms are coming together. And this large author and MA, this European phenomena, like that. So here you can see all that essence, how much percentage it is there, then insight, visualize everything, almost everything, statistics, all these things you can see. And here also you can delete the notes, like what are the terms related with the article is coming along with the access and provide. So it's very, very. So first, whenever if you are a student going to research, start researching or something in this area, just start with the tool. Then you can go with. Of course, it's your choice. I'm not telling, but it's easy. Like you can see, well, you can understand what exactly happening there, and it's very easy to visualize this thing. After that, programming language, Python or R or whatever, like according to our, like whatever we like, it's our interest, and according to the problem which we are going to, the requirement of the program, we can choose a programming language. So here I will show you how we can use R programming language. Because if I do that, Manny, you can see that video.
The term.
Is that sound is shared? Oh, so just go through this.
We'll see
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
a
Yes, ma'am.
list of Google search results. So what we can do is the first step is search results as a graph. We will use Infranodos tool for this. Go to apps and then click on Google, the term that you would like. Text might say graph. Out all the Google search results and analyzes them. It's showing us the main topics that relate to this search query. So here it is. We have text mining data. And on these terms, we will also remove them from the graph to see what else is important. Maybe analytics, it's quite expectable. Here, a list of the main topics detected. So we see that when people search for text mining, they find something about me analyzing unstructured content, concept, and document collection analysis. So this is the kind of search is to see what they actually search for when they search for text mining. We can use Google Keyword Planner tool for that in text mining. We see a list of all the main search related to text mining. Quite a few of them here. What we can do is to download them as a list. File in a Google Sheet. Here we go. We open this file. Separator type. Import all the data. Here is the list of keywords that people use when they search or any related search. Them all. Make a new graph. Copy and paste this list into here. Click Save. Of the most prominent terms. Then adding it into the stop words list. And finally text as well. And what we see here is a very interesting graph. Search for text mining. Find software tools. Here we can see as part of the graph here that it's quite a prominent subject in these search queries. And what they look for when we will compare this graph of what people look for to the graph, the Google search results for this query. In order to then go to the original list, let's simply click on this graph. There is a visualization of both graphs, and the nodes that are in black are the ones that exist in the appear on Google search results page. So we will remove now the most prominent ones, which are not so important. See appearing here a list of the words that the words list. So what people search for, but not in the Google search results. And here it's web, word, approach.
Actually, what it is for the keyword, what the people are actually looking at the keywords and what the Google is giving as the output. What the people want and what the Google is outputting. Like we are finding to where we can build our software or whatever. In our, maybe if you're a company, you can make a tool. So here they found this analysis tool software. This combination of the words are there in the people search. But the Google is not giving output on that particular search. So this analysis and good marketing, then it will be really catchy. Done with this softwares. Video was about. So that is possible with. We'll just dig a little bit more into this text analysis. So actually this textual data is, there are structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. It's 95% of our business, it's data, unstructured data, or 80%, whatever, like normally say 95% is almost an average. The first phase and really difficult, that's the most important and time-consuming job actually to clean this data. Then the structured data, for example, it will be structured, but this textual data which coming from where, like websites or the social media or some other HTML will be unstructured. So you need to first phase of those things is to structure that data or clean that data. So first we need to collect the data. That is a phase I said you can collect it from the documents, web pages, some user comments, the social media, etc. Next, you have to give this data for the text pass. Text parsing, actually, if we learn this text mining, there are a lot of steps involved in that one. And I'll just brief a little bit. Extra, actually, from this tool and the demonstration, I hope that you got the idea what is text analysis or text mining. So now we are like extract words. Like some other language text. What you take is like you need to extract from that words using that. I'll do the demo using R. Then you will get the means we need to identify the stem word of it. Actually, this text mining always relates language, natural language which we speak. It has a lot of biases, not like a programming language. It's not structured. Same lot of English, even in the English language. There one word we use that verb or noun. What can, like so many possibilities are there. So we need to identify the stem word of that stem word. Okay. Then you can use that. Then we will go to the text filtering field where we extract the features and all those things. Then we can go for this that text. We need to find out the frequency of the word, like a word count we take and take the frequency, and we cloud. Word cloud, we can see like which is the most prominent word from that paragraph. We take a paragraph of text processing and come here, and we will see we need to find which is the most frequent word used in that text or corpus or corpus. PDF as a calculating that frequency and all these things, and we can use SVDs. And it's like a fix. An environment for actually statistical computing and graphics. Are understanding and extracting insight from the text and text mining packages. So if you are a very beginner or new to R, you need to download R. Is an open source software. It's free. You don't want to pay anything. Just you go to the R and just download R Studio also, so that you can do programming or write the code in the R Studio environment. That's IDE. I will give you a file after. I'll share a file after this, which I am demonstrating. There is no data. So R has a lot of its rich in packages for NLP. NLTK package is there, but here this we will see which are the main packages which is using for NLP or this kind of. It's called TM. TM is for text mining operations like removing numbers. So that is what I was. Paragraph or English paragraph. Then we need to remove the numbers, special characters, punctuations, and stop words, etc. Clean it. So then for stemming, we need to find the stem word, root word for that one, a particular thing. Then you can use the snow packages you can use. You can get it from the stem. See, for example, fishing, fished. Like it's later times, but this different purpose like fishing, fished, and fisher. So it's the stem is actually fish. This is how it works. Just now we saw in the tool, but here word cloud is. So you can generate. Then you can see the color one. The color is always like attractive to our eyes as it's visual. So you can use the package R Color Viewer. And this is for the sentiment analysis. Another part of our text analysis applications is sentiment analysis. And use is like you can take a tweet or whatever, something from the social media or comment from the social media and say whether it is a positive comment or comment. That is sentiment analysis. Plotting the graphs and all the visualization deals in R with this ggplot2 package. So these are the packages. If you are eager, then you can open the R Studio and then use the R script packages, and straight away we can mine it. So I have one example. I took it for just demo. I'm not taking the R file and doing a demo. Right now it's not showing, but I have it in my slides. Text. Or like first for the demo. So this is a text. This is a text. I have a dream.txt. It is actually Junior's one famous speech, and it's just the words. So this is a text. Yes.
Wow.
Hello. Oh, okay.
No, please go ahead.
Commas, and you can see that punctuations, capital letters, small letters, all those things. So we'll start with this. For that, I'll just show you one. And this hello, comma, word, it's a string, my first handshake through R. And I've just collapsed a paste function, what will happen? It's B, vector B. So here, see the first output is like this. A is like this. And paste function, see it became like this. It removed that white spaces and that inverted commas and became a chunk of really handshake through R. Okay. So we'll do the same with our text. So I'm going to collapse that. And if I collapse that, my earlier test, you remember the first test was like this. It has numbers, this inverted commas and all these white spaces and all. Collapsing that, I got this text. Okay, it's better. So, what I did is converting it into lowercase. So the previous upper cases and lower cases. So now I got a chunk of text. I want that to convert everything into the lowercase. It's very easy. You just and chunk paste or whatever, like your variable. So it's very easy. Like just go for it. Turn to lowercase. Then the next, what I did is removing the punctuation. After converting it into the lowercase, the R code, I replaced all the punctuation. This is little more clear. So step by step, I'm doing all this process. To the digits. So cleaning digits, how we can write the code in the R. The digits removed. Stop words means in English we use a lot of stop words like a and the. Those kind of words actually doesn't make any sense. We don't want that. And we just want to remove that stop words. All right. Words, very important words from that paragraph. Most important word from the text. Here I have this dream text. What are the times? What are the important times? What are the frequencies? So you remove all the stop words like I, him, the stop words. Just remove it. You are to install some packages, the text mining package, which I initially told applications in R, you can use TM package. Though, so I got the stop and I got the reduced. Significantly, the word count is reduced. So you can see it's like a chunk of paragraph. And we are again removing the single letters with R code. Like any letter between capital A to Z and small to A to Z is just removed. Moving the white spaces. These are the steps like you have to go through in R if you are using R or Python or whatever. Forward. So coming to this thing, you can find out you can use a splitter here and find the frequency of the words. This able is this word came time ahead is just one time like that. So you got the frequency of words. Here you got the numbers, here the words and the frequencies. Another visualization, the visualization which we have seen using the tool graphical representation. This is called a word cloud. So if you, that also you can just, that is what these two packages. It's a word cloud package here, and also R color viewer. R color viewer is for just coloring. Word cloud. This is the output of the mining, and you can see text speech. So the freedom is a word which commonly occurs there. What are the main important words in this passage or text? So it's also pretty easy. See, going with R. Random order there and see. It's just play around whatever. All the other things. You can change the frequencies, random order, and all those things. And next colors, you use this package. We use that color palette package, and color. Next application is sentiment analysis. As I promised you, this means social media. Social media, we use a lot of emojis and all these commands. We use everyone. Media data is the best data. We can find it for the recommending our products or our marketing kind of thing, strategy we can use in the social media. So we need to find out the users' reactions. Persons also, which their opinion. And also you have this positive. I have a test like a positive text and with you. So these are the documents I am using. This was the text I used for the for this. Have a dream.text. And second one, now I am going to use this negative and positive test. And here, well, let's just show you this R file. Okay, just opened it here. So this is the R file. You can import the maybe if it is a new, you're a beginner, I just say that if you want to, I just set that. It's pretty straightforward. You can start the coding. You can just see all the outputs which I have shown you in the slides. One by one, you can execute. Just execute it with where. If you are in a Mac, use Command R, or in Windows, just use Control R. And this is an sentiment analysis. So here the tweet is our tweet. Like for the researchers, all the social media data is not available for our. They are not giving, and it's not open source research actually. So the only one thing we can get it is like say Twitter data. Twitter data we can use it like for one. Give it for free. So the Twitter data analysis you can see, and you can do it and practice it. The other data is really difficult. Other platforms, LinkedIn, or other platforms is really difficult to get the data. They're not providing. And you can sentiment score. 1 or positive, negative, or neutral. So here a kind of output you will get, or visualization you can get it. The sentiment, here is anger, anticipation, disgust, fear. An email. It's just an example. I took it as email. And I have a little time. I'll just show to this, take the app and a little bit of Twitter data analysis there. This apps. The Twitter sentiment analysis. So just click that. Just giving coronavirus vaccinations in India. Just going. I'm doing this have said you. It's like I'm getting, see, you can see all that tweets here. 5 days ago, 7 days ago, up to 7 days ago, you'll get it. Twitter data. It's already, this tool has extracted that Twitter data, and you can see that graph. See it? And here the about this pandemic and money making is. Actually, the Twitter data, same thing I have shown you in the R also. Give you an introduction, not much of details. If someone is interested, you can just go for me in LinkedIn or somewhere. It will help you as much as I can possible. And before winding up, I just want just a wrap up, like what I have discussed is like a text. This is a related domain, like or those who are doing research. Here you can see, like I have this is what is a process phase and what is the type of algorithm they used. Then what are the questions arises? What's the purpose of this? And which we can use, and the interconnected disciplines. So here you can see text pre. I would say text mining process. And the text pre-processing, as we discussed, is the first stage of the algorithms, compound word identification, noise reduction, linguistic analysis. Then these questions are like, how can I transform a text onto words or other textual entities? Like, what is a stem? And strings or single textual entities or tokens. Tokens or stem. It's like tokens. And also, then we can use simply white space separation. That's a technique. These are the research areas you can, if you want to, just separate that minute details. Yes. Or think about your research work. Then how can I identify words that have joint meaning? A technique called n-grams, like two words combining together, bigram. Always these two words are combining together. Like, for example, always in we see market basket analysis, bread and butter. So like that, two words. So like n words are coming together. This is called n-gram analysis. And we can concentrate on noise reduction. Dimensionality of this stem matrix, like stemming, lemmatization, deleting stop words. It's actually the basis of linguistic analysis for a person who should be text mining, should be little have little knowledge about this linguistic analysis, all this basis language, spoken language, like our of course statistics, computational linguistics, and NLP. Then comes our so comparing that pre-defined dictionaries only, we are referring, actually it's like a a term, what's the meaning of a term, we just go and refer the dictionaries. Same way, here also, we have a word list of words, tag of words, like a list of words. We covered that term, but I'm not, it's not like a detailed, I didn't say it detail. So, but that term, we just go to that dictionary and see whether that word is whether that word belongs to positive dictionary, positive words, negative word. So go to that negative dictionary and see whether that word is a negative or neutral word. So you can just refer something, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral kind of thing. And of course, algorithmic techniques or deep learning, etc. Classifiers or clustering techniques, computer science, data science, and statistics. An overview. It's just nothing. I didn't cover anything very here. It's just an overview, and I have shown you a tool and as well as how you can do the same thing using R language. Included all the references. If you want to just it's straight away, you can start straight away. You can open the file, see the outputs. Then you will understand how this is happening. Then go for the theoretical side. Theoretical side, if just interest the just develop the interest. That is what. That's why I'm concluding. Thank you so much. And then just stop share. Do you have any questions or? Second.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there
Yes.
any tool for word vectorization?
It's coming under this. I don't know any tool especially for word vectorization, but even
Your email ID, ma'am.
This general tools. Actually, NIME is also another best tool whether you can use this kind of workflows, and we can middle outputs also we can see. So vectorization, of course, using any of these tools, we can see the output, but I don't know exactly which tools use for. Let's see, I'll let you know. Other questions?
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
May I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
Lexicon, which is by Mohammad Saif and Turney, right? They also have a categorization of positive and negative emotion. So
Yes.
the graph that I could see, 8 major emotions. I have 10 emotions as well. So what is the difference between positive and the score that is positive?
We generally categorize into 3, like a positive, neutral. Inside the positivity also, or like there are
Yes.
different categories. That is what we are categorizing.
Okay. So is that who make a graph of 10 emotions using the NRC emotion and negative in that 10 category of emotions, and the positive that we calculate as a score for score. But I've also seen people clubbing a positive and negative in the like.
No, I am not sure. Research is not on this social this sentiment analysis thing. I just know how to do it using some. So I don't know exactly what's the difference between these 10 or 8 emotions they categorize.
All right. All right. Thank you so much.
And actually, my
Great session.
research topic is in the area of the recommendation system. Thank you. And recommendations, actually, you don't want an introduction for recommendation. For if you start, today you just open your Instagram and you type like, okay, not for some online shopping, you just took this, maybe not only in the Instagram, just in your Google, you just go and take one search for a shoe, a sports shoe, just in your using in your Chrome, you just search for, I want to like Amazon or whatever. So in the next day itself here, you can see in your Facebook, you can see in your everywhere, all these pop-ups comes up with like different shoes, as like a sports shoe or these things, like a lot of shops will relations. It's like so the people are tracing you behind. And from that tracing, all this digital data, everything is recorded. Whatever, even you do a click, even you do payment or whatever you do it in the system, it's just recorded. From analyzing that data, and we are finding that customer, like what he's exactly looking for. Then we are giving the recommendation. Recommending the course, like for an education. For our, basically in India, the problem is like after 12th standard, the students are confused, like which course we are going for. The people will say, like our parents will say, you go for the medicine or engineering. These are the only things. The friends will suggest, okay, this course is easy, go there and take that course. So according to that, we are just going, not according to our interest. So this is I'm trying to do a software or develop a software, whether a student who is studying in a 10th standard onwards, according to his interest or research, like according to his real interest, which course is actually I have seen in foreign countries, especially in Germany, what's happening is like after the 4th standard, when they are in the 4th standard, after the 4th standard, they categorize the students into 3 different schools. It's done by the teachers, not the teachers will assess them, and according to their interests, they will send you, these students are categorized into 3 different, they go to the 5th standard. A student will go to gymnasium. It's called, one is called a gymnasium. Gymnasium means they research oriented thing. They go to the university level studies. They will go in for this medical and all those research oriented thing. Try to understand the things and do research. Not only, I'm not telling only that those people are contributing something, all are contributing to the society. But the second level, they go to the technical school. 4th standard, technical school. Technical school means they have the technical skills. They go to the Hochschule, or a kind of Indian system is called we study based on the the practical thing. Their thesis semester, they go to a company and they do the practical work. They will be really executing the expert in the technical session. The third category, they will be good at the life skills. For example, those things, or arts and all these things are life skills. So according to, so this is the way, according to the real interest of the student after their 12th standard. It can be done along with this some interest in this, incorporate some personality test interest. So this way, this is one example. What is recommended? Want any specific technical things inside?
So you
then
put it in your domain as a web page mining, or based on the comments you did the thing.
mining. It's just
What is your data for this purpose?
data. Actually, we are collecting the data from the students. This data is like, one thing is like a
Okay, ma'am.
internationally accepted personality test, and there we can get some scores. The other data are like a 12th standard student. Academic background is one data. Then there this kind of thing, personality test. Then their career interest, like their extracurricular activities are the kind of data.
Recommendation system.
Maybe that's a very specific question. Like it's maybe you can connect with me or something, or LinkedIn. I'll tell you all the details and I'll give you all the details.
Thank you so much.
Okay.